Hi, Jolter.
PWG, Unisport Web TV.
And today we are both here to bring you the review of the MagistaX
and the MercurialX from the brand new FootballX collection.
Exactly. This collection basically replaces the FC247 with both clubs. So today we're going to take these through a series test and see how they perform. You ready?
Let's kick it off. This is the MercurialX. It's really similar to the Elastico Superfly, but there are some differences. For instance, they've kept the dynamic fit collar, or the sock, and they've also kept the Flyknit material all over the shoe. They've also added the Nike Grind Tech, which is basically ground all rubber soles that is put to make it more durable for street football use. They've also kept the Nike skin, but instead of having it only on the forefoot, they put it on the whole shoe. So, how are they for freestyle? Well, let's be honest, it's not that great. The swoosh in the front makes the ball touch really slippery, and the dynamic fit collar, it's just in the way. However, it's not made for freestyle after all. With the upper sitting so closely to the foot, you almost get that sock-like feel. They're extremely light and they're responsive in sharp turns, which is perfect for small-sided football. The sole feels great. The Phylon midsole cushioning is surprisingly good for such a lightweight shoe. The fit around the midsection is quite narrow, so I had to go up a size to make them fit my wide feet.
So the MagistaX actually has a lot of similarities to the Magista Obra, with of course a few adjustments to make it more suitable for street and indoor use. But the basic elements are all still there. We have the dynamic fit collar, no surprises there, the one-piece Flyknit upper for sock-like fits, and the MagistaX is actually even made on the same last as the Magista Obra, so fit-wise, those two are pretty much the same. Now, to give this guy some protection and durability for hardcore use, Nike have actually covered the Flyknit with a layer of leather, and here on the front foot area they actually added a second layer of leather. Why? For protection and to give you this soft and premium feel to the ball. A nice little touch is also this suede toe liner, giving you some protection on the critical parts of the shoe and the upper. And last but not least, we have the outsole, where the Lunalan technology, we all know from the Lunagato 2, is making its comeback. It's a very comfortable outsole because of the soft padding and the great shock absorbing capabilities it has, which are very important when you're playing on hard surfaces. And actually for me, the Lunalan technology just does it all. It's not too thick at all, so you still feel pretty close to the ground while still maintaining a great and just the right amount of cushioning and grip on the ground. And it's of course made of non-marking rubber, so you can play futsal indoors with no issues. Fit-wise, I decided to challenge the MagistaX, and so I went down half a size from my normal FC247 size. Now, I must admit, in the beginning I had some difficulties even putting these on, but after just a few sessions, the upper starts getting softer and became really comfortable around my feet. However, I can't really recommend going down half a size unless you're crazy like me and want a really tight fitting shoe, but hey, it's up to you. Anyways, another thing I also noticed was the super soft inner lining on the inside of the shoe, giving you some comfort from the moment you put these on. Also worth mentioning is that these two layers of leather on the front foot area do feel a bit stiff in the beginning, but again, give it some time and the toe box will start getting softer as well. On the negative side, I have to say I was a bit disappointed in the heel. For some reason I found it a bit uncomfortable, a little bit too high and a little bit too hard. And yes, while it does give you some ultimate protection, I would personally like to see a bit softer heel cup in the next generation. Around the ball, the MagistaX is just awesome. The Flyknit has a very texturized shape, which alone gives you some nice friction between the shoe and the ball. And also the leather coating is very sticky and grippy, and you can definitely feel it when you're controlling the ball. And overall, I would say the touch is very soft and gentle. Because of the inner lining, the Flyknit and the extra layers of leather, there's quite a lot of stuff between your foot and the ball, but for me, it's not a problem at all. Also, the texturized, totally flat and pretty wide outsole is really good for controlling the ball with the sole of your foot, which is something you tend to do a lot when you're playing small-sided football. And in short, I would say the ball touch with the MagistaX is definitely not as barefoot-like as with the Elastico Superfly, for example, but still soft and premium enough to make sure you feel every touch to the ball. So, summing it all up, PWG, how do you feel about the MercurialX?
Well, it's definitely not the greatest freestyle shoe there is, but for the street football players who's looking for that close to the ball fit, this might be your shoe. What about the MagistaX?
I really like this, and if I had to compare these two a little bit, I would say the MagistaX is maybe for the guys with a bit wider feet, and for those of you guys out there who like that little extra grip on the ball.
However, you're definitely closer to the ball with the MercurialX as the upper is a lot thinner.
You said it. So there you have it. Great two options, but which one is your favorite? Let us know in the comment section below, because this was all we have for you for today. Any last words?
Nope, we're out.
We're out.